One of the things that I found most fascinating, the idea that the Ark of the Covenant exists in Ethiopia.
All right, let's see it.
The place is Aksum in the province of Tigray in northern Ethiopia. And then they have an ancient church, the Church of St. Mary, cathedral actually of St. Mary of Zion. And that chapel is guarded by armed men. The whole town is an armed camp.
What's in there?
I think it's what is rightly described as an out-of-place artifact.
And so 3 different people you talk to have cataracts from that.
Yeah, and they all blame the Ark. And one of them, it's a resonant phrase which sticks in my memory. I asked him why, and he said the Ark is a thing of fire.
If the Ark of the Covenant ever existed, it was almost certainly lost or destroyed by 586 BCE when the Babylonians invaded and destroyed the first temple and carted off all of its goods. And they don't mention an ark in connection with any of those goods. And the ark is never mentioned again and doesn't pop up in the material record, of course. We do have traditions from the Talmud about Josiah hiding it. There's a tradition in 2 Maccabees about Jeremiah hiding it. I happen to think an Ark of the Covenant did exist in early Israel's history, but I think it was most likely a shrine model. And I discuss that in some detail in my book, Adonai's Divine Images. This is an open access book. It's freely available through the link in my bio. But I think it was probably lost or destroyed well before King Josiah ever showed up on the scene. We don't have any mention of an ark in connection with Ethiopia or the kingdom of Aksum until the very beginning of the 13th century CE, when a Coptic monk mentions that the Abyssinians have the Ark of the Covenant. And this is probably arising in connection with the production of replicas of the Ark that are being placed in churches all around that area. And then in the Kebra Nagast, which is a 14th century compilation of textual traditions that date to a few centuries before, we have the tradition of the actual Ark of the Covenant being kept in Ethiopia. So that's almost certainly a medieval tradition, and we do have an account from someone who claims to have seen the Ark, a man named Edward Uhlendorf, who studied Semitic and Ethiopic at the Hebrew University in Jerusalem, joined the British Army during World War II, was stationed in Ethiopia, became close friends with the ruler, and says he was shown the Ark of the Covenant. It's just a wooden box. It's empty. He says it is of middle to late medieval construction, when these things were being constructed on an ad hoc basis. So almost certainly this is one of those replicas that was created in the medieval period. That's when the tradition begins. We don't have any evidence of any Ark of the Covenant existing in Ethiopia prior to that. And the fit for this video has been Wolverine in his accurate costume.